Hello everyone, it's my ninth lecture, and in this lecture we will continue discussion on the 8085 programming. In the last lecture we have discussed about the program, like we have to find the largest and smallest number between two numbers. Now in this lecture we will discuss to find out the largest and smallest number in a given array, or we can say data string. Like if we have a 10 numbers, 5 numbers, 6 numbers, 20 numbers, 50 numbers, then we have to find the largest number in between the numbers. So we have to write a general program for that, and the concept and the logic is same as previously. So here write a program to find the largest number in a given array. So for explanation, we have taken 4 numbers. The size of array is only 4. We can extend the size. It may be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Whatever the size you want, you can take. So if we have a 4 numbers, we have chosen random numbers. Like if we store in 205079, and 2051 is say 4, 2052 in 52, and 2053 is f2. These are the numbers, and we have to write a program to find the largest in given set of data, or we can say in an array. So as we know, if know the data, so you can say the f2 is the largest number, but we have no idea about the input. We have only write the program for any data, so the program gives the correct output. So what is the logic? The logic is same. First we have to load these two numbers and compare between them, and which one is largest, we have to move this number into accumulator. Like if we have taken these two numbers, so a4 greater than 79, so the a4 should be placed in accumulator. Then after we have to compare the largest number in between 2 and the third number. If the accumulator is greater than the third number, that means there is no change, and if this one have a greater than the accumulator, then this will copied into the accumulator. Again we have to check with fourth number, and so on. So finally the largest number is stored in accumulator, and we can easily store the result in a given location. So it is the logic. So let's start. First we have to write the counter. We have to create the counter. So meaning of the counter, it is count the number. Let's suppose we have 50 numbers. It is very easy to write a program to find the largest number in fourth, if data size is fourth. But it is 50, 60, 80, it is very tough to write a program to 60 or 30 numbers. So we have to choose a counter. So counter size is 4. So let's choose a counter MBIC 04H. here LXIH 2050H means we have taken the first number in memory. So after execution of LXI H2050H in memory, it is loaded with 79. Then after, next instruction is MOV M, A. After execution of this instruction, content of memory is copied to accumulator. Then A is equal to M is equal to 79. So we have taken two numbers. So we have to reduce the counter. So here counter is reduces by DCR-C. So C becomes 0, 3. DCR means decrement in register. Register here C is register, and we previously initialized the value of register is 04. So here it becomes 03. Now next instruction INX-H. It is shift. It is the only notation. It's not an instruction. It's the only notation that we have to jump. Whether we have to jump. So after DCR-C, INX-H. INX-H means next memory. Next memory is 2051. So in memory, it is loaded with A4H. Now compare M. Next instruction is compare M. That means A difference M. So here the content of memory is greater than the accumulator. So in that case, if the content of accumulator is less than the memory, then there is a carry. So next instruction is J and C. Jump if no carry. So in that case, the condition becomes false. So in that case, the content of memory, so it continues execute the next instruction because the condition which have which is given which is going to false. So the content of memory is copied to A. So in that case, A is equal to M is equal to A4. Now again DCR-C. So DCR-C means it's a 03. Now it becomes 02. Now again after executing of DCR-C, there is a change in flags. So J and Z. J and Z means jump if non-zero. So we can see here is 02. It is a not 0. So here J and G shift means this program is shifted to shift location. That means from here to here in shift location. So again it's going to start from this location. So what happened that after execution of whole program, the largest number between two numbers is stored in accumulator. That means in accumulator it is A4. So now again it is going to next program INX-H means next memory location. Now next memory location is 2052. That means in that case the memory becomes 52H. Again compare M. That means A difference M. A difference M means here the content of accumulator is larger than the memory. So there is no carry. So as per instruction J and C, if there is no carry, then it is transferred to go. Go means it skips the move a comma m. So in that case the content of accumulator is remain same, that means A4. Again DCRC, so now in the previous decrement the value of the register becomes 0 2, after that DCRC it becomes 0 1. Again it is non-zero, so J and Z, if non-zero it again shifted to INXH. So it again start the program from here. Now after execution of second counter, the value of accumulator remains A4H. Now again it is INXH, that means now INSH it is become F2. So in the memory it becomes F2 and in accumulator it is A4. Now again compare M means A difference M. So in accumulator is A4 and the memory is F2. So the content of memory is greater than the accumulator. So in that case there is a borrow. Borrow means there is a carry. So here in the next instruction we have written JNC jump if no carry. So this condition becomes false. So it continuous execute the next instruction, that means MOV move A comma M. So in that case the value of accumulator is equal to M is equal to F2. Again DCRC, in the previous instruction the in the register C becomes 0 1, so it becomes 0 0. So J and Z jump if not 0, here the register C have a 0 0. So in that case this condition becomes false because counter becomes 0. So it continuous execute the next instruction STA 2054. And what is the value of accumulator? Here accumulator becomes F2. So STA 2054. So after execution of this instruction the content of accumulator is right or copied into 2054H, it is F2. So my dear friends, here we can easily say or easily seen that the largest number is stored in accumulator and we can easily transfer to the given location or given display, or we can find the largest number in a given array. So we can write here 0 4 10 20 30 whatever the counter value of array. The programming length becomes only same. It is a standard program to find the largest number in a given array. Now if you want to write a program to find the smallest number in a given array, so you have to change only one instruction. Here instead of JNC we have to write JC and the whole program remains same. So in that case after execution of whole program with the counter, the smallest number is copied to into the accumulator. So we can easily transfer or store the data in any given location. So it is very easy to write the smallest number in a given array. So it is all about the largest number and smallest number in a given array, and I will give you a next assignment, which is a very lengthy program. Let's suppose we have in data array, like if we have 4 numbers, and we have to arrange these data in ascending or descending order. That means you have to arrange the data in ascending or descending order. So the next target or next level of programming, you have to write a program to arrange the data array in ascending or descending order. That means you have first, like in this programming, so you have to first find out the largest number in given data array, like A4. Then again, sorry, it is F2. Then again A4. Okay. So first is the highest number, then lowest A4. Then after F2, A4, then 79, then 52. The largest, small, then small, then smallest. It is the sequence of data. You have to store like this sequence. So you can use the call and return instruction for this programming. So it is all about the today's lecture. Thank you.